fans, and welcome again to Kentucky Elite, Pro Wrestling's Elite News. Right beside me, as always, my colleague, the Big Doss Man. I'm Scott Diamond, and tonight on our top stories, we're bringing you some sad news. Bob, you know, a lot of people like Sean Bain. He's very loved here in Frankfurt, but unfortunately, about a month ago, he was involved in an altercation, wound up breaking his hand. And with that, he's not been able to defend his United States title for 30 days. And fans, you know, if you don't defend your title, no matter what it is, within a 30-day period, we have no alternative but to strip Sean Bain of his U.S. title.
That's right. You know, this sport, you know, accidents do happen. And it just happened to happen one of our top guys, Sean Bain.
Yeah, which led to Jake Braddock coming out here and saying, you know, a couple of months ago, he won the Battle Royal to be the #1 contender for the U.S. title. So when he heard the news that we were stripping Sean Bain, why, right off the bat, here he is. He come out and he's getting in your face. He's getting in my face. He's telling everybody, you know, I was the #1 contender. If you're stripping him, then that belt should be his. And well, we just don't do things like that here at KEPW. If you won the title, you got to get in that ring and you got to earn it.
We don't play that game.
No, we do not. But Jake Braddock wasn't having none of it. So fans, if you'll take a look at this right here, you'll see the altercation that became between Jake Braddock, the Wolfman, the Big Doss Man, and myself last week at Battlegrounds. Take a look at this right here.
I'm gonna need you to go ahead and shut the hell up. You see, last show, I beat Brandon Keith within an inch of his life. And a few months before that, I won a battle royal saying that I could get a shot at any title that I wanted. You stole that from me. You put it on Sean Bain.
That was your shortcomings, not mine.
That was all you. Because like I've said once, I've said it twice, I've said it 1,000 times. KEPW, Scott Diamond, and Bobby Doss are afraid of Wolfman Jake Braddock. And I'm sick and damn tired of it.
I don't think nobody's afraid of you, especially the Big Doss Man and Brandon Keith. But I don't know who you think you are coming out here and interrupting these people's time.
These people's time?
That's exactly right.
These people's time. This is Wolfman Jake Braddock's time, you hear me?
I don't care who you think you are. Bobby, since I retired, these guys can tell you things. But let me tell you something, pal. I don't know who you think you are, but in your world, I'm God. I'm God. I'm Scott Diamond. I am wrestling.
You're God, right?
I'm God. I'm God.
What's a God doing not believe? What's a God doing not believe? What's a God doing not believe? These people. This is Wolfman Jake! Not for me! He stood in the way of my progress! Stood in the way of my championship reign! This is my time! You hear me? My time! You know what? I beat the hell out of Brandon Keith. You think you're something? Get in there. What about Get in there. Shut up! Go ahead, Diamond. Make the match. Shipwreck. You won. You're dead. Come on, go ahead. Shut up! Beat him up. Then I'm gonna beat him up. What are you gonna do?
Don't let it stop.
You're going to do a 3-1 fight.
All right, fans, you've seen it right there. Jake Braddock was a little bit upset. And another guy, that was in that battle royal. He was the second to last guy in that battle royal with Jake Braddock. One Shipwreck. He came out to our aid, thankfully so, because as he said, Jake Braddock may have won the battle royal to be the number 1 contender, but he was the number 2 contender. So he felt like if he could get a match with Jake Braddock and beat him, that would be a stepping stone to him, one step closer to that United States title. So we'll have to keep a look on that, because right now, Jake Braddock has his hands full. Not only a Shipwreck on his tail, the big man, Brandon Keith, also on the trail of Jake Braddock. He wasn't able to be here last week, Bobby, due to some circumstances, but I've been on the phone with him, and he's assured me that at V for Victory, he wants a falls count anywhere with Jake Braddock, because he said, with that big 12-foot chain, he needed an equalizer. And the equalizer that we're going to give him is we're going to allow him to get in the ring with Jake Braddock, and we're going to give him that falls count anywhere.
That sounds good to me, because I've had a talk with Brandon Keith after that shot in the back of the head with the chain.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, the Doss man, the trainer of Brandon Keith, and if he's been talking to him, I can assure you, Brandon Keith will be ready at V for Victory. Keep an eye on that also, fans. Another guy that has just come back with intensity, unbelievable. The Fiji Wild Man.
On a mission.
He is on a mission, and I think that mission is to, Lady Inferno has been back now for about a month, and I think his mission now is to please her. There for a moment, it looked like the fans were really getting behind the Fiji Wild Man, and I thought he was enjoying being a fan favorite, but as soon as Lady Inferno stepped into the picture, why, he just turned into, the Fiji Wild Man.
Everyone has a keeper.
And I think she is his. Fans, you want to take a look at this right here. He was just in a match with Dwayne Davis. And again, the intensity that the Fiji Wild Man brings to this match is just unbelievable. It's something we haven't seen out of him in a long, long time. Take a look at this right here. I don't know what the Lady Inferno has done to him, but she has definitely lit a fire underneath him. Take a look at this footage right here, fans. All right, fans, you've seen it right there. The Fiji Wild Man has gone berserk with Lady Inferno beside him. But that has led to something that I really can't understand, Bobby. Dwayne Davis, been a fan favorite for a long, long time. Since you put Matty B out of Money and Power, the Creeper, if you will, has been looking for someone to replace Matty B. He has scouted Dwayne Davis on numerous occasions. He's scouted other wrestlers. But it looked like at Battlegrounds that he's found the man that he was looking for, which was Double D. And fans, if you look at the end of this tape right here, you'll see that Double D, he left with none other than Money and Power and the Creeper.
Well, this is the second time I've been out here, and you denied me both times. If you want to stay a loser, you can do that. If you want to come with Creepy and be a champion, you can do that too. It's up to you, not me, loser.
All right, fans, you've seen it right there. Keep an eye on that. We'll see where that leads to. You know, Double D, the Creepa. Now, you know, you got to throw in the heavyweight champion, Jay Ice, in there. They are already a force to be reckoned with.
Trying to rebuild after me taking down Money and Power.
They are trying to rebuild. The big Doss man is not going to have it, I think. And if Double D wants to put himself into that group, then this right here is what you're going to have to be looking at, Double D. And I don't think you want none of this. Also, Battlegrounds, big mixed tag. We've never seen a mixed tag here at KEPW, but it was a great one. You know, some of our regulars, Henry Shaw, Casey Bright, stepped up to the plate and asked for a mixed tag. And the Monster Zodiac and his pit bull, Piper Brooks, they were right there to answer that call. And let me tell you what a slobber knocker that was, if I may steal that from you, JR. You know, it was a touch and go. It was a fight. You know, Henry Shaw and Casey Bright was holding their own. But in the end, the deviousness of Piper Brooks and the Zodiac, well, I think they were just a little too much.
Experience prevailed.
Yes, experience prevailed. It was a little too much for Henry Shaw and Casey Bright. Fans, take a look at the finish right here. All right, fans, you've seen it right there. Big double heart punch. The Monster Zodiac and Piper Brooks, again, the experience prevailed. Just a little too much for Casey Bright and Henry Shaw. But who knows? You know, maybe on another day, another time, but that day just was not theirs. So, fans, what we want to do right now is we want to tell you where you can find KEPW.
Hi, wrestling fans. Scott Diamond here for KEPW. You know, you can find us on our YouTube page at KEPW Productions. Also at Facebook/Kentucky Elite Pro Wrestling. And you can also find us every other Friday at the American Legion, 164 Versailles Road in Frankfort, Kentucky. If you want to see what all the talk is about in Central Kentucky Wrestling, come out to the American Legion and see the Kentucky Elite Pro Wrestling. There's a reason they call us Elite.
All right, fans, now we'd like to turn to community news. This week in our community news, I want to put over the fact that the food drive is going great, but Thanksgiving is fastly coming upon us. So this will be the last week, November the 16th, if you will, our last show that we will be collecting for the food drive. So anyone that can help, you know, please come on out to the American Legion, bring any non-perishable food item. You can leave it here at the American Legion. We have bins up front. They're open 7 days a week. You can contact the Big Doss Man or myself via Facebook, call us, write us, whatever the case may be. And if you can't get to us, we'll come to you. But we want to really try to give the community the best Thanksgiving that they can have. And the only way that we can do that is you fans out there, you help us get some non-perishable food items so we can get those to the food pantry and where they need to go. It's all on us, fans, and everybody should have a great Thanksgiving. Now, some more news in the community news. Great idea that you have there, Big Doss Man.
Potluck dinner. We decided here at KEPW on November 17th. We haven't came up with a time yet. That will be posted. That we're going to invite you, the fans, to come meet and greet with all the wrestlers and have Thanksgiving dinner on us.
Isn't that a great thing, fans? You get to come out, rub elbows with the KEPW superstars, with whoever your favorite superstar is. You can come and enjoy a Thanksgiving meal with that person, and it's all thanks to you guys for supporting us the way you do. The Big Doss Man and myself, we want to give back to you guys as well. And so, like the Big Doss Man said, come on out on November the 17th here at the American Legion and have dinner with your favorite KEPW stars. It's a great idea. You know, not only is KEPW having a dinner here for the fans, also the Legion is going to have a dinner for the fans the day before Thanksgiving. It is November the 21st. I'll be here, Bob. I'm sure you'll be here.
Well, of course, I won't miss a Thanksgiving meal.
No, not me neither. You know, who wants to miss a great meal and a great time with great people? You know, when you come out on the 17th and have dinner with your favorite KEPW stars, come on back, you know, the following week, a couple days later on the 21st to the Legion, and have dinner with the entire community. It's going to be for the entire community. That's going to be big. Not only that, speaking of big, Veterans Day, the Marine Corps birthday, they're all this month. This month is just huge, Bobby, huge. You know,
Marines had a birthday?
yes, sir. Yes, sir. You know, since November the 10th, 1775, the Marines have been taking care of this nation. And this year is no different. The Marine Corps, it will celebrate their birthday, over 200 years of taking care of the United States. On November the 10th, we will celebrate our birthday, and then the very next day, November the 11th, will be Veterans Day, to where we pay homage to all the veterans. You know, the Big Doss Man's a veteran himself. You know what? Thank you for your service, Doss Man. I really appreciate it.
Thank you for your service,
You know?
Diamond.
Well, yes, sir. And all of you veterans out there, we want to thank all of you veterans, because you know what? If it wasn't for you veterans, we would not have this great place in the United States to live. So everywhere you look, come November the 10th and November the 11th, all the great restaurants in the area, they will be donating a meal to the veterans to show their appreciation to all the veterans, to yourself, to myself, and all the veterans out there in KEPW land. Look around
Man.
wherever you may live.
We're going to get fat this month.
Yes,
Well,
we are.
Fatter.
Well, my diet is not going too good, Bob. So this month, I'm throwing the diet out the window. I'm coming to the KEPW potluck on the 17th. I'm coming to the Legion on the 21st. And on the 10th and the 11th, I'm celebrating the Marine Corps birthday and Veterans Day at a restaurant here in the community. Because again, fans, it's a free meal, and who doesn't like to eat, right? We all do. So look around your community calendar. That's what's going on in and around the community here. And right now, we would like to take a break so we can tell you about our sponsor.
What's up, Kentucky Elite Fanatics? Here to tell you about our sponsors. All-Star Window Tent, 693 East Main Street, Frankfort, Kentucky. Remember, you'll always get a winner with All-Star Window Tinting.
All right, fans, we're back, and now it's time for the wrap-up. And you know, here on the wrap-up, we talk about things that are coming up, or maybe some things that had just passed by. One of those things being, again, as we mentioned at the top of the program, the Wolfman and Brandon Keith. Well, Brandon Keith wasn't able to make it last week, but he will be back in town this week. And after he's seen the footage of what the Wolfman had done to yourself and myself, he has asked for a special stipulation in the match coming up with him and Jake Brake, and I was really happy to give it to him, Bobby.
Falls count anywhere.
Falls count anywhere. You know, Wolfman, you might have that 12-foot of chain, but Brandon Keith has.
It's going to look funny wrapped around his neck.
It is. It is. And you thought it was funny when you had it wrapped around my neck and when you hit the Big Doss Man with it. Well, I'm telling you, V for victory. My money is on Brandon Keith. That chain will be wrapped around Wolfman's neck, and then I think we'll be done with the Wolfman. I think he'll find some other park to go around laying and crying in, because Brandon Keith, I think, is going to send him packing. You know, also, the women return.
Bringing the ladies back.
Bringing the ladies back. You know, November the 16th, V for victory. Who will get the victory? We have Lady Inferno. She's back. She's been hot since she got back. Casey Bright, you know, she's the sunshine of KEPW, but it is really going to be a fight. You know, these women, Lady Inferno is looking to prove herself. You know, she's on a comeback trail. Casey Bright,
Casey's a tough competitor. She really works hard at what she does.
she's very tough. You know, she's in the ring every day. She's working out every day. She intends on being a winner. And so for that, again, I think I have to put my money on Casey Bright on November the 16th going up against Lady Inferno. My money is on Casey Bright. Also, November the 16th, the big man returns with that big mouth, Lemon Juice McGee. Big Rig Jake Brake makes his return with his manager, very outspoken, Lemon Juice McGee, Bobby. This is, woo, I don't know what to say about these two guys. You know, Jake Brake, he's as tall as an oak. He's as big as a mountain. And then you put Lemon Juice McGee on the outside. Who knows what's going to happen there? I don't know who their opponent is just yet, but whoever their opponent is, he's going to have to keep an eye on these two because, again, Jake Brake's a big guy, but when you put Lemon Juice McGee on the outside of that ring, he is, too, a force to be reckoned with. So whoever is in this match coming up at V for Victory, they're going to have to watch Lemon Juice McGee.
They'll definitely have to keep their eye on.
Now the big one. Everybody's talking about it since it came down the other day. You know, the fans haven't heard about it, but at a production meeting the other day, you asked for it because, you know, well, you knew you could have had him the other night. Jay Ice did not show up for the main event.
No show, Iceman.
No show, Iceman. I think he's shaking a little bit, you know. You guys have been round and round.
He's seeing Money and Power is coming to an end, and he's the last straw standing.
His world is crumbling, and it's all thanks to the big Doss man. And so I think, you know, you could be right. No show Ice was probably a no-show. He melted, and he was melted by the big Doss man. You know, but it all comes to a head. Next Friday night, you know, November the 16th, at V for Victory, it all comes to a head. You're putting your career on the line. He's putting the title on the line. Title versus career. But Doss man, I know you can beat him. I've seen you beat him. But what worries me is he's got the creeper on the outside.
Then we might have to up that stipulation to career versus career.
Oh, wow. Hey, you heard it right there, fans. Jay Ice, I know you're out there watching somewhere. The Doss man says, instead of title versus career, let's put the title on the line, but let's up it one. Career versus career. If the Doss man beats you, not only will he get the title, you will have to leave KEPW. I don't think the fans will be sad about that, Bobby.
Not at all.
I think the fans will be behind the big Doss man. I know I'm behind the big Doss man. And whenever you've had a referee that called it right down the middle, you've always came out victorious. So, Ice, Creepa, Money and Power. If you got the intestinal fortitude, show up November the 16th. The Doss man is out to finish something he started, and that is getting rid of Money and Power.
No more.
No more.
Told you I was going to make them broke and weak.
Broke and weak instead of Money and Power. You know, I know Jay Ice is out watching this right now, and he's got to be fuming. And I hope that he is. I hope that he gets so mad that he shows up November the 16th. And I hope that he gets so mad that he makes that one mistake that you're able to capitalize on and bring home the KEPW heavyweight title one more time.
That mistake will be showing up.
That mistake will be showing up. That's exactly right. But until then, I'm Scott Diamond along with the Big Doss Man saying, we'll see you at ringside. All right, Scott Diamond here. I'm at the American Legion. We're just taking a moment with the fans. This is Amber, one of the greatest fans that KEPW has. Amber, tell the fans what you think about KEPW wrestling.
I was in the match with the heel tomorrow night at X-Friday is my new man, as my new friend of mine, Scott Diamond, a Doss man. He will take him down tonight.
You heard it. Amber says that Bobby Doss is going to take down the Iceman. All you got to do is show up November the 16th. It all goes down.
November 16th, and fail.
That is our fan on the street. Back to you.
Mr. Diamond, Mr. Diamond,
Yes.
how do you feel about Bobby Doss putting his career on the line?
You know, I'm really kind of worried about that. I think the Doss man has a good opportunity to beat Jay Ice for the title, but I think that he's putting way too much on the line. You know, if Bobby Doss loses his career here and he's out, I don't know what that will mean for KEPW. You know, we may lose KEPW altogether if J Ice beats him. So hopefully that won't happen.
Hopefully not. Thank you, sir.
Alrighty.